Blockbuster once laughed at Netflix. Welcome back, viewers, to another exciting video. Let's dive into the fascinating story of Netflix's rise and Blockbuster's downfall. This story takes us back to 1997, when internet businesses were on the rise. While people like Jeff Bezos were selling everything from pet food to baseball bats online, Reed Hastings had a different vision. He wanted to start an internet business where customers would return time and again. After months of brainstorming with his partner Mark Randolph, they stumbled upon a game-changing idea: renting movies over the internet. At the time, videotapes were the only form of entertainment, and Blockbuster was king. People would head to the nearest Blockbuster store, spend hours picking a movie, and then rent it for the weekend. But there was a catch. If the videotape wasn't returned on time, a fine was imposed. This irked Reed Hastings, who once had to pay a $40 fine for returning a tape late. Reed saw an opportunity for change and believed that renting movies online could disrupt the industry. But there was a challenge. Videotapes were bulky and expensive to ship, making it impractical to post them to customers. A breakthrough came when Mark and Reed read about a new technology: DVDs. Unlike bulky videotapes, DVDs were lighter, cheaper to ship, and less likely to break during delivery. The idea was simple. Customers could rent DVDs online, and they would be delivered straight to their doors in a prepaid envelope for easy returns. They launched the service, but starting out wasn't easy. The duo had little capital, so they set up a low-budget office with cheap folding tables and second-hand furniture. Employees were hired on low wages with the promise of shares if the business succeeded. Finally, on the morning of launch day, they opened the website to the public. A bell was installed in the office to ring each time a new order was placed. The first order was placed by Mark himself to test the system. Moments later, a real customer ordered, and the bell rang for real. By the end of the first day, they had received 137 orders, more than they had anticipated. However, the heavy load caused the website to crash multiple times, and they realized they needed to fix their infrastructure to handle the demand. Though they generated $11,000 in sales, most customers were buying DVDs outright rather than renting them. Mark and Reed wanted more people to rent DVDs because they knew that once the initial cost of a DVD was covered, it could be rented multiple times, generating profit each time. A few weeks later, Jeff Bezos from Amazon contacted them, offering to buy their business. But Reed and Mark weren't ready to sell. Around this time, Blockbuster was still dominating the video rental industry, earning hundreds of millions annually from late fees alone. Reed and Mark approached Blockbuster's CEO with a proposal to sell Netflix for $50 million. However, instead of taking them seriously, the Blockbuster CEO laughed at their offer. Mark and Reed left the meeting empty-handed but determined. Fast forward a few years, and Netflix began evolving with the times. They introduced a subscription service, allowing customers to rent as many DVDs as they wanted for a fixed monthly fee. As the internet and technology improved, Netflix pivoted to streaming, offering instant movie access online without needing DVDs. Meanwhile, Blockbuster failed to innovate and continued relying on its physical stores. Netflix's rise continued, and in 2007, they shifted entirely to streaming content online. This proved to be a game changer. Blockbuster tried to keep up by launching their own DVD by mail service, but by then it was too late. The future was streaming, and Netflix was already miles ahead. Today, Netflix is a global entertainment giant with over 200 million subscribers, producing original content and dominating the streaming world. Meanwhile, Blockbuster is a distant memory, with only one store left in the world. It's a classic story of how businesses that fail to innovate can be left behind, while those willing to take risks and adapt will thrive. I hope you enjoyed today's video on the rise of Netflix and the fall of Blockbuster. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.